All right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful fall. We've got Halloween behind us. It is now November, and I feel like that's when we switch from like fall to holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving season. And I've got the best present that you could ever give yourself or another beardsman. We've got the Beard Advent Calendar has made its way back, and I think this is the biggest one yet. The only Advent calendar I've ever seen bigger than this. I was in Costco the other day and lent chocolate truffles. They had one that was about up to my chest, and I'm really tall, so I kind of want to get into chocolate too. But today we're talking about Beard Octane's Advent Calendar. There's 25 gifts that keep on giving. This is going to last you a long time. So we're going to talk about it. But welcome first. My name is Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't remember, is this 3 or 4 years now they've done something? Well, they had the Advent calendar and then they went away with it and had like a Christmas sampler thing, if I remember right. So we got good and bad things. If you were a big fan of the Christmas scents in the past, Fir Tree and Santa Sleigh and Sugar Twist, those are gone. So if you like those, we're going to shed a little tear for that. But I would tell you, I was sad about that. And then I smelled these. It's like, well, I really like the Fir Tree finally grew on me after a couple of years. It's like this really nostalgic, and I like the Christmas tree kind of smell. Well, there's like 2 or 3 or 4 in here that have woodsy notes to them as well. So I think we're just going to kind of have new favorites, and we don't have to worry about missing the old ones so much. But you can get this for $74.99. You can always use my affiliate code, which is Banjo10 to save yourself 10%. I think they're probably on Amazon as well. I haven't looked, but they usually have these on Amazon. So that's really good to make a suggestion about, hey, can you go to Amazon? You can buy this instead of somebody trying a website they're not used to using. So, or if you get the Amazon gift cards, you can buy these yourself. They're only around for a limited time, so make sure you get these pretty quickly. If not, they're going to be gone, as they always are. But you get 10 beard oils. All right, which is in is it 10 milliliters? I think it is. Yeah, 10 milliliters, which is much bigger than a sampler. It's almost like half a bottle. And then you get a 1 ounce butter to match. All right, so I think before they had this, and like you got it was either a butter was 1 scent, and then the oil was a totally different scent, and they weren't matching. So we got matching 10 new scents and butters, and then you get 4 4-ounce LCWs, and then you get a lovely Christmas ornament. The scents that I have here are Coconog, Scrooge, Snowthorn, and Frosty's Mug. That's what I have in the LCW. I don't know if those are the only 4 that there are, or if you get some of the other ones as well. Have to check into that. Anyway, let's go over all of this stuff. All right. So there's 10 cents. I want to go over them with you. I know if you buy the pack, you don't really get to choose. You just get them all. But I'm going to give you my take on them anyway. I'm going to go with, there's 7 of them that I really like. And then there's 3 of them where there's something in there I don't love, but they still have its good parts. So I thought that was a really good ratio there. I think my favorite, and I think you're going to get, if you buy one, you get a card to give feedback on your top 3 maybe scents, and you get to pick what's going to come back for next year. So maybe to replace the Santa Sleigh and the Fir Tree and that kind of stuff. One of my favorites is Krampus. All right, and Krampus is dark vanilla, pink peppercorn, and jasmine. This is one where it is not necessarily a Christmas scent to me. It is a nice kind of sweet, dark, I would say cologne, like it smells purple. Don't ask me how I come up with that, but I've smelled some other scents like this in the past. Really one of my favorites, kind of a dark jasmine cologne, if you will. All right, next one up is Scrooge. It's another favorite of mine because it's got amber in it. I love amber, sweet amber, airy florals, and smooth woods. Yeah, so this one has got that sweetness to it, just a little bit with florals and not overly woodsy. So if you're like, I don't want to smell like a Christmas tree, this is not one that smells like a Christmas tree. We'll get to some of those in a minute. Next up, we've got St. Nick. Now this one is very Christmassy. You get fresh pine, crisp apple, and warm clove. It's not overly spicy with the clove, but It's basically like a nice, if you get kind of a Christmas scent from a store or a potpourri or something like that, that's what you're getting with this one. It's got some nice airiness to it, maybe with the apple thrown in there. Next up is the one that smells like a Christmas tree. Yeah, this one is the one that smells like a Christmas tree. It's North Pole. It's earthy pine, bright lemon, and frankincense. And I always love frankincense in profiles, but this one you really get a lot of pine and bright lemon, so it's really nice and bright scent on that one. Next up, we've got one called Elf Lodge, which is peppercorns, leather, and pine. So once again, if you like pine, I think there might be 3 scents that have pine. I know that's 2 we've talked about. Up 3. So 3 in a row here that have some pine in it. This one's got back notes of leather, and then you got peppercorn, which gives a little bit more nuanced scent than some of the other ones. So they're all different, but a few of them are kind of down the same avenue. That's just kind of a really wide avenue, if you will. Next up, really surprised me. It was called Jolly Java. I didn't think I was going to like it. It's teakwood, warm amber, and roasted coffee. I do not smell the coffee. I love teakwood scents, and you guys know I love amber scents. So you put those 2 together, it's a really nice, clean scent. I would not ever tell you that it had coffee in it. So it's not strong on the coffee. Don't let that throw you. In fact, that might be one of my favorites. It's kind of unique scent for sure. Snowthorn is next. It's dark cedar wood, moss, and juniper. So you're getting a little bit different there with the juniper. It's still kind of an outdoorsy scent, but it's not necessarily woodsy like a Christmas tree. All right, and now we're down to the last 3. And like I said, these 3 have got something in it that I don't like. And I'll tell you about it in just a second. But the first one's called Coconog. I know some people love this scent, but it's juicy pineapple, creamy coconut, smooth vanilla. Love it out of the bottle. Put it on, I'm just fine with it. But then for me, coconut and vanilla are ones that I don't like to go linger in my beard a long time. And this one, I just didn't like it too much after the first 10 or 15 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Bring on something else. That's just the base notes that for me is not something that I prefer. That's my preference on that one. Next one up is called Makana. It's orange, lily of the valley, and warm woods. And I like this one. To me, it's just a little bit too fragrancy. Perfumey, not exactly feminine kind of perfume, but I think it's the lily of the valley there. So it's got that floral note to it that is just a little bit too fragrancy, in my opinion, compared to some of the other ones. Not quite as like earthy and authentic. And then the last one here is called Frosty's Mug. And it's got root beer in it, and I hate root beer. Then it's creamy vanilla and warm anise, and anise is kind of a spicy note, kind of like a black licorice kind of thing. This one surprised me. It didn't surprise me that I didn't like it out of the bottle. I hate root beer. But after 20 minutes, the root beer goes away, and the other stuff comes through. Whatever the base notes are on this, I guess it's the vanilla and the anise put together. It really is very nice. I smelled it like 4 or 5 hours later. It's like, what am I smelling? That smells good. Definitely not what I expected on the back end of that. If I could just power through the root beer on that, I would be just fine with Frosty's Mug. All right, so you can check all that out. By the way, you do get free shipping at the $75 mark if you're ordering on Beard Octane's website. If you use my code, the $74.99 will bump it too low. So you may want to add some more things. For example, the scent of the month is the first time I've got to try this one's Positive Charge. This was a DNC bearded collab. It's sugared grapefruit, gingered peach, and seltzer. It's a very nice scent on that one. I do get the peach, and now that I see it's grapefruit, it's kind of like I don't know. I guess the seltzer part of that is kind of reminds me a little bit of Sprite and a sweet ginger peach kind of tea kind of thing going on. I like that one. You can get it in a lot of different products there. I've got the solid beard wash as well to go along with all of the LCW I have now from the Beard Advent Calendar. So I'm set to go all the way through the holidays and beyond. My beard's not that long, so I'm not using up tons and tons of product right now. So that'll be fun. It'll take me all the way through the cold winter season. In fact, it'll probably take me all the way through about the middle of March when the weather breaks and I get spring break and I'm ready for springtime scents. But anyway, I wanted to go over all that with you guys. Very excited to share that with you. As I said before, I was a little sad about the 3 scents not coming back that I've loved in the past, but I've got plenty of new ones here to replace that, and 7 really good scents for me anyway. Let me know if you've tried the new Advent Calendar and which scents are your favorite. As always, always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon.